song gets me every time.
I know. We're ready. We're dancing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to On a Mission. Happy Tuesday. We're getting ready for Edge of Glory and all of the fun. I'm Emily Mae, and I have Veda here with me.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Well, I just scared myself because I forgot to mute the YouTube video over here, so I heard myself, but I'm okay now.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I love seeing everyone in the chat. We have Front Row. We have Brent Ross. We have Peep. More Nation's Corner in the house. Nation's Corner, one of our wonderful sponsors of Edge of Glory in the chat, always supporting. Thank you all so much. We are getting ready. We are less than 2 weeks away from Edge of Glory, and Veda and I have been talking to everyone that's debuting, that's re-debuting, all of the excitement around Edge of Glory. And so tonight we're gonna keep it super fun, and we're going to talk through 4 of the matches that are slated for April 22nd. Talk through some of the talent, who's going to be there, all the news and gossip and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and I'm glad there's so many people in the chat because I think we need predictions too.
We do. We need predictions. Part of that is, yes, we want to know the predictions. We want to know who you're rooting for. You know, if you've followed Mission Pro on all of our socials, you'll see that the match graphics have been posted, and there's a lot of surveys of emoji. We like emoji voting at Mission Pro, where you put like a queen little emoji or a little fire emoji. Bougie had so many lipsticks. It was like the bougie reality versus money birds. That one had lots of money bags and lots of lipsticks. It was a battle of the emojis. I loved it. But I know we have so much to talk about. But I wanted to remind everyone that tickets are on sale at missionprowrestling.com. And as you know, the front row is sold out. Look, there you go. We got to go to the side. The front row is sold out. There you go. You got to peer over. And then the second row, there's still a few limited tickets available. So go do that. Go get them. Go get them. And then again, there's always general admission. There's always general admission available. So, and we can watch us on Title Match Network. And then one of the other number one things is sponsorships. Sponsorships are available. We have so many wrestlers available to sponsor. So everyone needs to get in on this, because look at all these amazing wrestlers that our commentary, ring announcing. You got to get everyone involved.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about the matches today, but if any of that gets you particularly hyped up, to sponsor a particular wrestler or sponsor a particular match, just let us know, let Emily know, and we will get that sorted out for you. Super appreciated.
Yeah, it's super easy. Like here, I'm putting up the email right there. So you get tickets at missionprowrestling.com, and then email missionprowrestling@gmail.com. Super easy. And you'll get a friendly, nice little email back from our team. And they're super reasonable tiers, and it's amazing. What is this, front row? $1.99. What is that?
Oh, super chats.
Did you do a super chat? Is that our first super chat? I'm so excited.
And we got Brent Ross here. I'm jealous for the people that live in Texas that can go. I really want to go someday to an MPW show. We hope you can come someday too.
Yes. Well, you can watch us. I know you're a huge supporter and you always post about the show. I know you'll cheer us on Title Match. But yes, you need to come to San Antonio, to the Salvation Army Mission Corps. That's where all of our shows will be this year. So you gotta, hopefully you can save and come out. I know it's hard to get to Texas sometimes. Yeah. And thank you for the super chat, front row. Thank you for our first one. I am so stoked about this. Veda, there's your tip. You get $1.99. This is amazing. But let's dive into the show. Yes, we're going to talk about 4 matches. And we're not going in any particular order, but I will say that we are leaving the main event discussion for next week, because we're going to have some special guests. So we're going to save that fun little nugget for next week. But to kick things off, I am ready. I've had so much coffee, Veda.
Yes.
I'm ready. So we're going to talk about one of these matches, which highlights some of the hybrid talent. So we have Casey Blackrose versus Max Heights. And we all know that Casey Blackrose is the holder of the Mission Pro Cup. And Max Heights is making his debut at Mission Pro. He's a staple of Houston, and Casey is obviously a huge popular talent in San Antonio and across Texas. And so this is going to be interesting because Casey definitely has, I think, a little, his confidence has been boosted. He has a chip on his shoulder a little bit. I believe he's now he's 4-0, 4 wins,
Mm,
0 losses with the holding the Mission Pro Cup. Oh, thanks. My hair is very curly
it
today.
does. It looks great.
So he has this confidence going on, and he is, branching out to other promotions. And I don't know if you saw, but Casey posted that he trained for 11 hours, I believe, yesterday.
That's terrifying.
It's
I don't want to think about that.
different. I don't know. But I want everyone in the chat to let us know. And Veda, I want to hear your thoughts on this match. Everyone in the chat, I want to know. We got Casey, the hybrid Mission Pro Cup holder, versus Max Heights. I want people's predictions in the chat. And Veda, what's your thoughts on this? Because we got a newbie, we got a debut, and then
Right.
Mission Pro regular, which is a theme, which you'll see on this show.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking about too. Like, it's cool to see the hybrid talent showcase. And Casey, I mean, feels like a sure bet just because, has the more, I want to say, like, home field advantage, has been a Mission Pro before, cup holder, undefeated. But as we've talked to a lot of people in the past month or two that are debuting with Mission Pro, sometimes the fact that maybe people aren't sure what to expect of you can be an advantage. And also the motivation of perhaps, so if Max Ice wins this match, Max is also going to break that undefeated streak and
Yeah.
make history, really. And that's a big motivating factor. You instantly make yourself part of the conversation. So I don't know. I feel like I can't pick on this one because it's hard to bet against someone who's undefeated, but also, like, there's a lot of motivation to beat someone who's undefeated too.
I mean, you're right. There's a lot of fire that goes with a person and underneath brewing. Max Heights has a lot of fire. He works on lucha shows. He works on all types of shows across Texas, and so he has also a different style that I don't know if Casey's ready for.
Right.
And Casey obviously is being trained by Marvel and going through an incredible training program and really branching out and has had an incredible year. And we have to give credit to him where credit is due. But also, he has to be prepared for anything. And he has this new confidence, but that confidence can also be an Achilles heel. Because if it's too much confidence and you're not ready, you're not thinking on your feet, you're not ready in the moment, especially with these newbies coming in, that can also cause some issues in the ring.
Right. So it looks like most people in the chat are supporting Casey, probably for the reason that, they've seen him in Mission Pro before and
Yeah.
kind of know that, like, they know what to expect. But I don't know. That to me makes me think
That's
that Max Heights could surprise some people.
Yeah, so going with Cup winner Black Rose. Yeah, so it looks like people are going with Casey on this one. Yeah, let us know. Tag us on Mission Pro socials. Brian is in the super chat.
With a super chat.
Look at that. We got to add that. Look at that. Our second super chat of all time. Thank you, Brian. My prediction is pain. I'm assuming Casey is going to bring all the pain. It will be fun to watch. So again, you guys watch it on Title Match. We'll see. Yes, Brian with the super chat. Brian coming in strong with the super chat. And Peep also agrees. There will definitely be lots of pain. Yeah, it will be interesting. And I have a question. I have a question for the chat and for you, Veda, because you've seen this Mission Pro Cup. And, Casey's been holding it for, I think, almost a year now.
Wow.
I believe it was Brian might have to correct me on this. I think it was last spring. I have to go back and look at my notes. Time flies. But I believe he's held it for almost a year. And so I'm interested to see, and lots of people have been eyeing the Mission Pro Cup. And I'm wondering if it will change hands at any point.
Yeah, I mean, that's more motivation to, like, keep that undefeated streak up, more motivation for Casey, but It's also like you said, it's a target on your back. Anything like that, be it the cup, being undefeated, just being established, a title when you have one. Like it's a target. It makes people pay attention to you and figure out how they're gonna beat you. So I don't know. I feel like it goes both ways.
Yeah,
Brian
Brian is
says
like, "Not 1 year yet." Yeah, I think
not
it's
quite 1 year
almost.
yet.
It's almost. I think it's, is it June? Brian, you might have to correct me. It might be June. Um, Casey is gonna bring in the noise. All right. So that's one of our matches for Edge of Glory. And we're gonna go into another match, which you'll see a theme here. We have a lot of established Mission Pro roster members and then versus some debuts. So the next one that we're gonna talk about is Tiffany Nieves versus Shay Carmichael. And I know we've seen a lot of conversations. We had Shay Carmichael on a mission a few weeks ago. She was really great to talk to, and I know she is very new, very excited for her debut. But we also have versus Tiffany, right? Who I believe has gone against Misty Marks, Alejandra Lyon, and she's called out. We've seen her call out champions, Bougie Reality, other Mission Pro roster members. Like she wants to go in and steamroll all of the roster, and she's been making a statement. And she's so really we have like these kind of this vicious Tiffany coming in, and then this sweet Shay Carmichael. And if everyone isn't familiar with Shay Carmichael, go watch our On a Mission, learn all about her. But I know she's coming from the Dallas wrestling scene, and she's trained by ROH, AEW's Athena, like really learning from the best of the best, and others in that scene. So we have this matchup's going to be really interesting, and so I want to hear people's thoughts on this one. Everyone in the chat, let us know what you think. And then Veda, what do you think about? You've heard from both of these people in the past.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really loved the time that we spent with Shay, and I'm rooting for her in general. And I think this is going to be an awesome match. She's going to put up a great fight, but as you said, Tiffany has so much confidence, and I don't think she's going to let that slip for someone making their debut.
Yeah,
So
La Princesa.
yeah,
Yeah, if you all saw, go to if you haven't seen, go to Mission Pro socials, because Tiffany released a statement to Shay Carmichael, and you can see the confidence, the attitude, and what she's going to bring on April 22nd. And she's not going to let anything stand in her way. So go watch that if you have not seen, because she's ready, and she
yeah.
is just growing more and more confident as each day progresses. Yeah, lots of people are saying Tiffany is their choice. Tiffany is a rising star. She's my pick. Brent is like, I think Tiffany got this.
Yeah, I think it just really speaks to, like you said, Tiffany, and how much she's grown, how confident she is, that she has people believing her and believing in her, and yeah, that's really grown over time. So yeah, I guess Tiffany would have to be my pick for this one, and that is not a knock on Shay at all. I
No,
just
I mean
think that
we
Tiffany is
love
so
Shay.
determined. I
Yeah.
think she's so driven and so determined.
Yeah. I mean, what does this mean for, I mean, a lot of people can make the comparison. Shay's very sweet. Like, she was very nice on our call, but she might on our conversation, not our call,
Yeah.
on our little podcast. And she might, but I feel like she might have like a little devilish side, a little side that people aren't expecting. And I think that's what I'm expecting. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not voting in the predictions here, but I think that, I think there might be some dark side or some unexpected side from Shay that, I think, we can expect some surprises there.
Yeah, and Tiffany is can get vicious. She brings that out of people sometimes.
Yeah.
So maybe this is, if you're right and you think that there's like a little, Shay, like you said, is very sweet, but she's clearly very tough. And if you think that toughness needs to be kind of like unleashed, maybe Tiffany is exactly the match that Shay needs to have to move to that next level. It's exactly the opponent she needs. So I think this one's going to be great.
Yeah, this one's going to be great. A lot of people are voting for Tiffany. Um, Brian's like, everyone said Tiffany, so I'll pick Shay. going against everyone else. Yeah, Ron said, I really feel Tiffany's promos on socials. Yeah, if you go look at all of her stuff, she's really incredible. She just has that charisma. And Mark's in Mexico. We got another Shay. All right. I think it kind of went more towards Tiffany, but we
Yeah.
got some Shay boats in there.
Yeah.
So that's
But
good.
once again, we say this all the time, the Mission Pro faithful are faithful. Like if you've been with Mission Pro and people know what you can bring, like they're going to be on your side. So I think we'll see that, but they're always willing to give people making their debut a chance. And a lot of people really, really find, make their mark and find a home in Mission Pro. But I don't know. I feel like the Mission Pro fans are always going to pick the Mission Pro, like the faithful, before someone who's new until you impress them.
Yeah, I mean, we have to realize like Mission Pro fans love the underdog story. They
Yeah.
love rooting for the debuts. Like sometimes debuts get larger cheers and larger celebrations at first.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
debuts
yeah.
get larger celebrations more than the regular ones just because we're all so supportive and we all just are so
Yeah.
excited to see this person. And then once you get really into the match, then then it's anyone's
Yeah.
game, right?
And like I mean, again, with someplace like Mission Pro, I think a lot of people realize too that for wrestlers, it's a goal to wrestle for Mission Pro. And so for some people, they've been, working for a long time to get to this point. So although it's maybe just their first time in Mission Pro, it's something that they wanted and fought for a long time. And I think people realize how important that is too.
Yeah,
Either way, we
exactly.
all win, says Pepe. This is
Exactly.
true.
That's the way. That's yeah, we do all win. When there's a Mission Pro show, we all win. So Angel's putting on some predictions for some of the other matches. So we are leaving 4 other matches to next week
Hmm.
just because we have so much to talk about and we'll have some special guests. So as a reminder, we're going to cover the rest of some of the big main event matches and some of the larger ones for next week. So we can't have all the fun in one night. It is hard to pick someone that is not a Mission Pro alumni. That is true. There are a lot of Mission Pro alums that are going around doing big things, and we're all so proud of them. And Tony, I'm forever Mission Pro, faithfully. Yay! We are all as well. All right, but let's
What else we got?
all right, let's go into the next one. Are you ready? All right, this next one I'm excited about, and we've chatted with her the last few weeks as well. And let's see, we are going to talk Vanity
Ooh.
versus Alejandra Lyon. And this one, as you all know, we've talked to Vanity on a mission a few weeks ago. You can go back. It was a great conversation. And we have Alejandra Lyon, who is just really excels in everything that she does. So to kind of give everyone some context, Vanity is making her re-debut at Mission Pro. She's already wrestled for Mission Pro before, about 3 years ago. We talked about that match on Mission Pro Unmatched on Thursday. So you can go back and watch that if you want to break down that match. But she had that match, and we talked about how she wants to re-debut, and she kind of went through this journey the last 3 years. And so this is like the new vision of who Vanity is. And so I'm really excited to see her come back, and she's had this transformation. And Alejandra is fierce, is a force to be reckoned with. She is a Mission Pro regular, and she really has kind of an even record at Mission Pro, where she's wrestled like Victoria Mosh in Oklahoma, Jocelyn Navarro, Kylan King, The Woad, Tiffany Nieves, Danny Moe. Like she's faced some incredible competitors at Mission Pro, and a little mix of wins, some losses, but each time she is fierce and competitive in the ring. So this one I'm really torn on. I mean, so I want to hear your thoughts, Veda, and everyone in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, when you put the graphic up, I was like, "Oh no!"
I
Because this is
know.
another one where like I can't pick. I know how tough Alejandra is, and again, she has that experience advantage in terms of Mission Pro and in terms of being in front of the fans. So there's not going to be that kind of the nervousness that you sometimes get in a new place. I know she's super determined, but that conversation that we had with Vanity really hammered home, like,
Mhm.
she has something to prove, and
It
she
was such a
flat out says
moving
that.
conversation
Yeah.
and such a yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's so moving, just her journey and what she's
Yeah,
gone through.
and, like, she's very, very frank about it and very explicit that, like, she has something to prove. She is, a completely different person, a completely different wrestler. She considers this to be her re-debut because she is leaving the past behind her.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I feel like when you're fueled by something like that, you're kind of unstoppable. I don't know.
There's some type of, like, adrenaline and fire that you get when you have something like that. Like you said, you have something to prove, where you're
Yeah.
coming back and you have to make a statement bigger and better than what you did 3 years ago. And
Yeah.
so much of us have changed. All of us have changed so much that this is definitely going to be a statement for her. Um, Pepe is like, "This will be good." Brent is like, "This is a tough one, but I'm with Tony. I hear the roar with Alejandra Lyon." That's true. She has those claws. We kind of have matching claws right now.
Oh,
Kamish.
Ron Burt with the super chat.
Oh wait, is
Sorry
there
to
a super
interrupt.
chat?
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but I thought this was important.
Oh wait, did I miss one?
It just popped up now. Ron Burt.
Ron, thank you for our super chat. You gave us a super sticker.
Wow.
Thank
Is it a
you.
little thing holding coffee. Oh, that's so
Oh,
cute.
oh, I didn't see it. I can't see
Yeah.
it. Is it a?
It's like a little blue thing holding out a mug of coffee because I think it's a super chat, like, you could use this to buy coffee.
I love. We're gonna buy coffee. This is amazing. Oh, Trenda is also our co-host of Mission Pro Unmatched on Thursdays, and she
Right.
says, "Looking forward to Vanity for the upset."
Ooh, okay.
I like that. Trenda likes to cause a little trouble, so I'm not surprised here with this prediction. R.A. Davis is Alejandra is great. That is true. But K Machine, I love anyone that uses slobber knocker. So I got to say that. I feel like this one will be a slobber knocker. Let's see. What other predictions? A lion that's not from Detroit will be victorious. This is amazing. Yeah, everyone say hi to Trenda. Everyone follow her. Go watch the Thursday show. This is amazing. Yeah, so this one, I think a lot of people are divided. I feel like all of these people are pretty divided on. I don't know. I can't really make a prediction here because I really love both of them.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of the story with this entire show, is like there's no one match. There's some matches that I might have personal feelings about certain people in them, and I'm sure that we'll get to that. But like when it comes to skill and when it comes to, just like the actual wrestling part of things, it's it's really just it's so stacked. There's no one match where I can just be like, that's the winner for sure. Like, I don't know. There's just so much talent.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I have my personal feelings,
Yeah.
like you said, of like, people that you're
Well,
rooting for, right?
yeah.
Everyone does. But then when you stack up the stats of like win and losses and just their training and background and all this stuff, it's like it's like scientific, it's like you got to put the facts on paper and see where everything lands. But it's wrestling and people are emotional and we get
Yeah.
heated and I Mission Pro fans, you all are very passionate people, so we love you. Speaking of passionate, I think we're going to talk about one more match tonight,
Yeah.
and it's one of the big ones, and we're leaving this one to the end because we really got to talk about it and break it all down. So the next one we're going to talk about, which has been getting a lot of heat online, a lot of conversations started, is let's see, JP and Joey Hyder of Men's Revolution versus Danny B and Charity Kane. And I don't know if you saw Veda, but there was a second meeting of the Men's Revolution, and they all sat in their newly constructed men's lair, with their workout equipment and their new shiny banners and their new painted walls. And they talked about called Danny B and Charity horrible names and talked about how they were going to take them out on April 22nd, called them out. So we got a little inside look of the Men's Revolution meeting. There's been a lot of this back and forth building, JP talking about how he wants to pretty much tackle and kind of take over every Mission Pro roster member and beyond. He said that since, if you look back at some of our interviews from December 2022, and even previous to that, you'll see that he's been planting these seeds. He's been talking to people. He's been telling people that this is what he wants to do. So a lot of people are emotional about this match. A lot of people have feelings. Danny and Charity, we've seen at Mission Pro before. We've seen them, in multiple matches. We've seen Danny separately against Roche Chanel. We've seen, against Bougie, like all this stuff. So there's a lot of history there as well. And a lot of frustrations, a lot of history. So I want to know what you're feeling about this one. And then everyone in the chat.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I was alluding to when I was like, you can look at all these matches and they're just so stacked. Oh, we got another super chat.
What?
Okay,
Mark's in
okay.
New Mexico.
With a super chat to say JP and Joey will win and go on and win the belts. So thank you for the super chat. Maybe less thank you for
That
what I believe to be a wrong opinion. But what I was saying is, I don't know. If you look, if you just look at this match and know nothing else other than like the talent involved, it's going to be a banger. Like, this is going to be an amazing match. It's going to be hard hitting. I think it's going to get pretty rough, going to get pretty heated. And this is what I was talking about, where like, if you look at just like the stats on paper, everything's great. But if I put my personal feelings into it, no, Men's Revolution can't win. They're not going to win. Like, we talked to Charity and Danny B.
Yeah, like, they called them out. They were like, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
And it happened,
Yeah. And as Front Row points out, is mentioning the Silver Bells, the Candy Cane street fight, like, they've shown how tough they are.
That was the most amazing. Like, if you guys have not seen that, go back and watch that street fight. It's on our YouTube channel. It was incredible. There was candy canes. There was giant hair things, contraptions. There was so much stuff happening. And they did that, like, were involved in that candy cane street fight, like, no problem. They made it look so easy.
So I don't know. Like, again, my personal feelings, I want nothing to do with Men's Revolution. And I really like just boo.
I like Trenda. Trenda's like boo marks.
but and Charity and Danny B are such an awesome tag team. So I want to cheer for them no matter what, but I already know this match is going to be a tough one. Like, it's going to be brutal. So it's hard to put my personal feelings aside and pick a winner, because I think when it comes down to the actual like wrestling portion of things, it could go either way.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like the level of talent and the level of athleticism. However, personally, it's got to be Charity and Danny B.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for Danny and Charity. They have proven themselves time and time again.
Hold on. Mark's in New Mexico just super chatted.
Oh, no.
For some salt. I guess some salt to pour in the wound as we cry.
See, I can't see the emojis. I just see super sticker. I don't know why it's not loading.
It's a super sticker. Okay. I don't know.
Thank you for describing it. So he's pouring salt in the wound.
I don't know. I guess if
Mark, you will be crying. You will be crying on April 22nd when the Men's Revolution goes down. There you go. Cry. Pour that salt into your wound. I don't know why this was salt. I don't know how salt works. So it's like jellyfish.
Okay, outside of Mark's, everyone seems to be going for Charity and Danny B.
Yes. So R.A. Davis, the Revolution is on the edge of glory. I like that. Front Row is like, the King Bees are my pick here. They're cohesive as a tag team.
Oh, yes. Trenda coming through with a super chat.
Okay, what's the sticker for Trenda?
It's a woman with a beehive hairdo and heart-shaped sunglasses.
I love it. Love it. Yeah, boo Marks. Everyone boo Marks. Everyone go tag him on Twitter too. Boo him. So I wanted to also like kind of talking about this match a little bit. I had to go back because JP, like in this men's revolution meeting, he's like he always mentions all these like other opponents he's had as a singles competitor. Because you have to think about it, JP started as like the men's exhibition match, right?
Yeah.
He started as like Thunder Rosa giving him a chance, like, we'll have one men's match, right? And looking at some of his opponents, like he's had David Ali, like Simon Miller, Matt Vandegrift, like he even went against Ruby and Kenzie Page and Ninja Mac, Jesus Rodriguez, Kerry Wright. He recently had the Bougie Reality and Jasmine, you know, the 6-person match. Whoa, wow. The super chat's going wild.
Okay, it's heated up. John in South Jersey has just
Whoa.
super chatted in order to super boo
Boo.
Marks in New Mexico.
I love the super boos. Keep going with the super boos. I love this. So my like what I've been kind of analyzing and thinking about is like JP's had all these single competitors, right? Has been successful in most of them. But then now he's teaming up, building this men's revolution. And I don't know how successful that's going to be. We've seen that there's been like little, you know, shenanigans and just like, I'm torn. But like he also has some of the backup when you look at the things on paper.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why sometimes it gets so frustrating to like when you see someone just being a jerk who like has the talent and like could be successful. Like JP could be successful on his own. He doesn't need to do it on the back of Mission Pro Wrestling. Like he doesn't need to do it on the back of all the women who have come through Mission Pro. Like that's not the way to go about proving your point about how good you are. You can just do that on your own. And he has in the past. So I don't know.
Yeah. Ron is asking, is Marks the 4th member of the men's revolution?
That's the big reveal.
That is the big reveal. Oh, you ruined it, Ron. You ruined it. No, Marks has to give us a super chat in order to be the 4th member of the men's revolution. Yeah, if you all have not seen the men's revolution meeting, it premiered last week. And so go check it out on Mission Pro YouTube. This was amazing conversation.
Yes.
And this was only 4 of the matches. So next week, we're going to dive even deeper into some of the other matches that will be on the April 22nd Edge of Glory show. And we're going to, I'm working on a special guest as well. So it's going to be a longer episode, but it is the week of the show. So you all want to join us. You never know what's going to happen. Exciting stuff planned. So remember, go get those tickets at missionprowrestling.com. You can watch it on Title Match for those not in San Antonio or not even in Texas. We can't wait to, use our hashtag because that's how we track, everyone watching the show. Tag us, tag Mission Pro Wrestling and all of your favorite wrestlers. And this was amazing. Veda, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Our first official super chat.
Oh, we got, hold on. We've got Matthew Barnes. Always so enjoyable to join you every Tuesday. Emily and Veda. Oh, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Matthew.
And Ezra also dropped a super chat to say JP will get wrecked. Oh, wait. Marks in New Mexico is back. Another super chat with hashtag don't care and hashtag no regrets.
This is amazing. I love this. Thank you all so much. Or it's no regrets. You don't get to re-get
no
Marks.
Regrets.
It's not even regrets, it's regets. This is amazing. Thank you all so much for all of your support. I love that the super chat, we finally got approved and finally got monetized on YouTube. It was like 2 years in the making, you guys, and we could not have done it without you all joining us every Tuesday, every Thursday, watching our matches, watching our interviews, watching all of our content. Thank you all so much. So if you like what you see, follow, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live, because this is why we do it. We do it for you all. I'm extremely grateful and excited to see those bright super chat notifications. So, and Veda, before we sign off, where can people see you this weekend? Yeah. all the other places.
So you have my Twitter is under on my little lower third at its Veda time. I pretty much have everything going through there. This weekend it looks like I'm going to be swinging by the New Japan shows in DC and Philadelphia. They're going to be on Fight as well. Also, I forget to mention this every single week, but it might be of interest to people who are watching us on YouTube. I actually also do the commentary every Wednesday on the Crossbody Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. So check that out. They do a weekly YouTube show, free matches. So when you're not watching Mission Pro, if you're looking for more free matches with some of the best Canadian talent, check that out. That's every Wednesday. And then, yeah, I've got a couple other just like various things going on.
Amazing. I'm so excited. We actually get to be in the same room
I
together this
know.
weekend. We had a slight moment, WrestleMania week, but now it's going to be,
Yes.
2 days full. I'm so excited. Yeah, people won't know what hit them. Let's just say that. So thank you all so much. You can follow me on all socials at Emily Mae Heller for all of my travels, all Mission Pro stuff, all wrestling, all life. And thank you all so much for following, liking Mission Pro Wrestling. We will see you next week and get those tickets. Thank you
Yes.
all so much. Have a great night.
Bye.